Good morning everyone, welcome back to another weekly vlog. This might be the last one I do before the new year, to be honest with you. I'm unsure at the moment if I'm going to do another one from the week of the Christmas week basically, simply because the trading volume won't exist. There won't be basically any trades to really take. But before we start this weekly video, I want to quickly update you on what is going on this week. So one of my colleagues at work, he wants to go to his daughter's Christmas play at school on the Tuesday. So he asked me if I could kindly cover his shift on the Tuesday morning. So this Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to be doing an early shift and finish around 2 or 3 p.m. So Tuesday's quite a good trading day in the week. A lot of you probably know that if you're a trader. Tuesday, I personally think, is a very nice trading day to trade. We also actually have quite a lot of news for the euro and also US dollar this entire week. So hopefully on Tuesday, I won't miss out on any setups, but if I do, that's completely fine because this is a one-off day. It's not like I do this every single Tuesday, and it's also good to get extra hours every so often. But yeah, I just want to quickly update you on that. This video might be a little bit short because of me not recording a lot on the Tuesday. I will update you after I get home from work on the charts, but yeah, hopefully we get a good trading week, guys. Okay guys, so here we are on the chart of EU. What am I really expecting for this week? So we do have a lot of news this week. First of all, pretty much every single day we do have some red folder news for either the US dollar or the euro. So keep that in mind with this, okay? Let's zoom out a tiny bit. Daily time frame, new week, always good to refresh in the daily time frame. Daily time frame, as I've said over and over again, what I'll be expecting is this regular flat or a move to the upside. Now, this could happen from where we are currently, or this could drop a little bit further down before it then gives us that reaction to the upside. So what I'm currently looking for is buys because of that high time frame bias. I've got a lot of comments actually asking me why I care so much about the daily time frame and the high time frame bias when I'm trading on the 15-minute time frame. And the reason for that is simply because I do a top-down analysis from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hour, and then 1 hour you can look for even more structure, and then on the 15-minute is where you really get your scalping entries for me. This is all from We Trade Waves, okay? This isn't I'm saying trading in general. This is how I do it on this system. Everyone has their own system, so please do understand. If you don't understand the system, it may not make sense to you, and that's completely fine, but I'm just explaining how I look at the market. So because of that, this daily bias basically we're looking for and expecting on EU is very, very important to know, because you want to be trading in the direction of the big market movers, you know? So saying that, let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. So because I said we're expecting up move at any point, it doesn't mean it's going to happen now. This still can very, very easily come down and break these bottoms and keep giving us more downside, okay? I'm not saying it can't, but because of the higher time frame bias, the daily time frame, I do not care for the sells. The potential upside is a lot more than the potential downside in my current view. So because of that, buys is definitely the way to be going. So how I'm going to be getting into the market. So as you guys know, I was in a buy from this position here last week, and I actually made quite a lot of money from this move to the upside, and that's completely great. It took me out of break even after a while because I am looking to hold for a much longer time period, but it didn't, and that's completely fine. So because of this, what I could be seeing here is something like this expansion, which I did mention many times last week actually. So this is my corrective structure, and then this will be my push to the upside if it comes. It does look at the moment it could be giving us that push at the moment. It is Monday morning though, so we can't really see too much. If we drop down to the 50-minute time frame, what I'm expecting on this degree is a lower degree regular flat, which would be this structure here. So this is my push up, this is my correction, like so. Now if it does come down and make this structure and breaks these bottoms at all, I'll be simply looking for my buys. So anywhere below these levels, I'll be looking for buys to go to the upside. Now this could just break this top and then fall again, but I'll be mostly out the market at that point, so I won't really have to worry about that. But because of this is my lower degree entry. I could be targeting the tops over here or even further. But yeah, this is really how I do it. So I go from the higher time frames down so I can find entries on the 50-minute but target levels on the daily or 4-hour, for example. I think it's very, very amazing. The Wisha Waves concept, it simply allows you to do that, really. So as I've said, this is all my corrective structure. This is my impulsive. This could be an impulsive. I don't know at the moment, so I have to really wait and see. So yeah, anywhere below here, if it gives me in this region here, if it gives me a buy setup in this area, I will definitely be looking to take that trade to the upside, and we'll really see where that takes us for the moment on Monday morning. Okay, so guys, just quick little update. I've actually bought EU here on this 15-minute candle. The structure I was looking at earlier was the expansion flat, which it has given at the moment and has actually reacted. So hopefully we actually do get some more upside from here. I was initially thinking actually earlier, a couple of hours ago, this could have been a running like so and could have gone up from here. And if it did, that wouldn't have been my trade because I don't trade those. But luckily it came down, broke the bottom, gave me an entry on this area. The risk to reward isn't amazing. I have to admit it's not the best because of this long wick candle at the bottom. But it's still a valid trade, and on the 1 hour, I will be targeting much higher levels with the other 30%. So I'll get off 70% at the first take profit here if it comes to that area. And then my second take profit will most likely be all the way up here on the 6.1 risk to reward. So hopefully we have to let it wait and see and really see if it plays out. Here it is on MetaTrader. As you can see, the trade's taken, split in 2 positions, 4.14 lots and 1.7 lots. So the risk is $1,000 US, which is 0.5%. So yeah, hopefully it goes out all to plan. Okay guys, I know this is quite a late time to be recording on the Tuesday. It's coming up to 3 PM now. I just got back from work. I started at 5 AM this morning as I was covering someone's shift. But looking at EU. So as you guys know, let's remove all my drawings. Actually, no, let's not remove those drawings. I'll delete some of them actually for you. It'll be easier. So we can see this a lot clearer. So as you guys know, I spoke about it yesterday. I took a buy in EU and it hit my take profit. Now, it hit my take profit at just after midnight, actually close to 1 AM. And I woke up at about half 3 AM to get ready for work. And I saw prices around this level. So what I did at this point in time, when prices around here, what I did, because my take profit 1 has already been hit, and as you guys know, I take 70% off after my first take profit is hit. So because of that, I then moved my stop loss to break even right here. So because of that, I've now been taken out. So I'm taking out break even here, but I did get TP1 hit, 70% off. But because it's only 70% and this distance isn't incredibly bigger than my stop loss, it turned out to just be above a 1-to-1. So I risked 0.5% on this trade, and I gained from this 1 TP hit was 0.6%. So it's still just above a 1-to-1, but not a huge amount. Because obviously, as you guys know, I was hoping for a bigger move. You know, I was expecting this to break this and then potentially go higher for me and potentially break this top here even. So if that would be the case, my first TP would be hit around this level, and I was hoping the second position could go all the way up to at least this level here and then get taken out here, which would have been a lot bigger profit margin. But obviously it didn't. It reversed back at me. So now we need to really just see what the market is going to give us. Now this news, sorry, I've got hiccups at the moment. This news is full of this week is full of news, sorry. So we need to see what happens every single day. I mean, it's 3 PM. There's no other news really today. And I've got home from work. I'm absolutely shattered, to be honest with you. So I will not be taking any trades today because I can't see any setups. And I also just got out of this one. But I wanted to update you. I apologize I didn't update you sooner, but I've been busy, basically. So yeah, we are up 1 win for this week so far. Okay, guys, this is quite a late time on the Wednesday to be looking at the charts. The reason why I'm looking at it so late and not giving you a morning, basically, look at EU is simply because not a lot's really been happening at all. I don't see any potential setups at the moment. We do have the federal funds rate at 7 PM today, so just under 4 hours from this current time. But I'm not going to be at home or at the computer for that. I'm actually going to my girlfriend's brother like graduation thing at a university, so I'm going to be away for the evening, so I have to dress all nice and stuff. But I'll be away this evening for that, so obviously not see all the fireworks. I mean, the federal funds rate is untradeable anyway, so that doesn't really make a difference. We just have to really wake up and see what the charts tell us on Thursday morning after all the news has happened and also the speech has happened also. So what am I really expecting at EU? So I am expecting more upside. I said this time and time again. I'm expecting more upside. Now, I don't know where this is going to come from. At the moment, because of how slow this is looking, I have gotten out the market. As you guys know, I was in a buy from around this area for this push up. Made some little bit of profit on that. Not a huge amount, but a little bit of profit. And now it's reversed straight back to me. So now what am I expecting? Now, I am currently... This could either become a bigger structure, like so, or more upside, but I'm not biased for that currently. I'm currently more biased. This is my complete structure for the down. This is just a bit of a mess here, and now we're going to get continuation drop to, excuse me, got burp there, to break this low one more time before we see any future upside. Now, where can that upside take us? So as you can see, I've got these white lines marked here and here. The top one is pretty much going to stay there no matter what, but this bottom one is going to move depending how far this comes down, and it'll just connect to the bottom of it basically. So if this keeps coming down with the news this evening, and then potentially tomorrow morning gives us a setup, then I can draw this line like so, and then that'll be our correct structure. And then after that, for the extra confirmation, I'll have to get something very similar to this, but just over here. So what that would look for me is something very similar to this that I could identify for the buy, which I actually entered this week on the Monday morning, I believe, or the Monday afternoon, should I say. So something very similar just over here. So something very, very similar in basically picture, just over here, and then that'll be again my buy to the upside. Now hopefully that buy will take me a little bit further than this one did. I would hope this one would at least come and break this top over here. So that would give me a lot more profit on that 30% runner I leave on the market. But as I've said, not really a point of updating you, to be honest with you. I haven't really done a lot today. Just sat around the house. I am going out this evening. But yeah, so very, very quiet one at the moment. Just waiting for the news to happen, and we'll really see what happens from there.
Hello guys. I apologise for the lack of content there's been this week. To be honest with you, it's been quite hectic with work and everything else going on. So we're getting close to Christmas. Also, I'm whispering at the moment because my girlfriend's asleep. I don't want to have to wake her up or anything. But yeah, EU has sort of changed quite a lot since the fund rate that we got last night, the news release. I was actually at graduation yesterday for my girlfriend's brother. So we were there watching that during that news event and everything like that. So that's why I wasn't recording during that time. But yeah, the structure has changed. So I am changing my bias very slightly on EU. The overall bias is still intact, basically, but I'll show you on the daily what I'm really going to be looking for now, and then breaking down on the 4 hour, 1 hour, what I'll be looking for on the lower degree to actually get into those trades. Before I do any of that, I'm going to have a shower, make some breakfast, but then also I've got a meeting at 7:30 with one of the seniors in We Trade Waves, so I'll be doing that. Might be able to squeeze in a quick little 5-minute session with you guys explaining my bias in the EU before I jump into that meeting. So guys, my girlfriend's actually got me one of these quite a while back. It's basically like, if you've ever been to McDonald's, I mean, I'm sure all of you have at some point, the McMuffins, that's basically what it is. It just makes a round egg, so you can have it in, you guessed it, a McMuffin.
Okay guys, so I've just had my shower now and ate my breakfast, and yeah, let's look at EU. It is 7:20 at the moment, as you can see on the bottom right hand corner of my time. There's a meeting at 7:30, so I've got a couple of minutes with you. I can quickly show you what my bias is on EU. I'm quickly looking at Forex Factory over here. I'll bring it onto this screen. Let's see, what news do we have today? So we do have GDP news. That's quite big news, even though it isn't exactly in line with the euro and dollar. We still may see some volatility around this period of time because of this, and also being midday, so around New York Open. Then after this, we do have GDP and unemployment claims for the US dollar. So this is really the main news for today that I need to be looking out for. Let's go back on EU here. So like I said a minute ago, my bias is a bit skewed at the moment because of the news last night. So on the daily, I've expected an upside, as you guys know. Now, as long as this low isn't taken, as long as the low here isn't taken, then this is still intact for me, and I still am expecting upside. So, but currently the way it's looking, it is looking like to me it's going to give one more drop before that up move, basically. That's currently what I'm thinking at the moment. Either that, or this could really be complete. But we really have to see how this keeps moving down. If this keeps moving down, breaks this bottom, and then we get buy setups, definitely be taking them. But that doesn't mean this can't then just become this, like I just drew for you. But short term, I can still get in the buys either way. So my bias is that by different options I have in place, either way I can still be looking for buys on EU on the lower time frame, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, daily, I'm expecting it to come down a little bit lower and take some more liquidity before we get any more upside. I don't think it's currently ready from the level it's at to move on the daily for that big move to the upside. So keeping that in mind, go down to the 4 hour very slightly. So last night we had the federal funds rate, and I was busy during that period of time, so I couldn't see it, but it did give quite a reaction. It gave quite a nice down candle on EU. I haven't really checked any other pairs of what it's really done. I know gold is currently giving buy setups at the moment, this current moment in time, but I'm not really interested in that. So my current bias on EU is either this could be a complete regular flat, and this is all my downside, and then we could get a big move like that on the daily because of this structure already be complete, or this could then still be a bigger expansion for this, meaning we get one more up and then one more down for the one more up. This does sound very complex, I apologize. It may not make any sense to you, and it's not really meant to, because none of you really understand the system I trade. But that can make an expansion within a regular flat for more down, for more up, basically. But either way, I'm looking for buys. That's the beauty of this. I'll give you multiple different options of buys is what I'm expecting. But either way, on the 15 minute, I can still be looking for buys. So let's go on the 15 minute. So at the moment, this is my last move. Just this little one here. We did get a big drop. Now, obviously, there's a lot of selling pressure. Not ideal to be buying at this current level. But if EU does show me and gives me some nice structure that I can indicate clearly on the 15-minute time frame, then and gives me an entry as well, then I have no reason to not take this buy, because this buy could take me quite high. It could take me all the way to break these tops here. So imagine if I took a trade. Let's say this is my trade. Like here, I entered here. Let's say I entered at that level, so we'll do long around here. That's what I indicated. Stop loss around about here. You could essentially get quite big risk to reward trades if you get sniper entries like that. Obviously, they're not the most perfect or the most realistic at sometimes, because they take a lot of entries to actually get right. But when you do get them, they do definitely pay out. So that is currently what I'm looking for today. I am working tomorrow, so I probably won't be taking any trades on Friday. And yeah, it is the last week before the Christmas week we have. So most likely, I won't be I might record a little bit. I might, because I'm going to go visit my family. I might record a tiny bit, but I'm not going to make any promises. There probably won't be any trades taken over that period of time. And also the New Year week also. So I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably going to be a dry week for the next 2 weeks now.
Hello guys, I'm editing my video currently, and I've realised I never made an outro really speaking to you and wishing you a New Year. So it's currently Saturday, I just got back from work, I've had a shower, I am destroyed to say the least. Anyone who works customer facing roles around Christmas will know the absolute pain. It's so busy, it's absolutely manic basically. But my last shift is on Sunday, so tomorrow, and then I'm off for another week, so that is all good. But I want to speak to you about my weekly updates that I do with this journaling vlog on this channel, because around the Christmas period of time, as many of you traders know, the volume sort of dies out a lot and the setups really just don't exist. So what I'm planning to do is my next video coming up on this channel, it's going to be the 5th of January. Now that's going to be a Sunday, that is the week after the New Year, and I'll be documenting my journey during that week, of my trading journey. So that'll be the first week back of the new year trading the live Forex markets. So anyway, this week has been good. Won a trade, obviously, as you've seen. Slow and steady. I'm making progress slow and steady. So we'll get there eventually. It's only a matter of time, really. I just got to stick to it, keep my head down, stay focused, stay disciplined, and also not jump the gun, make sure I stick to my plan that I have. So yeah, I hope you all have an amazing New Year and a Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the New Year. See you later, guys.